Well, Bob, the weekend is upon us.
It is, and it's going to be a little sunnier than last weekend because we had that system that's now over Louisiana causing all sorts of headaches there.
A lot of trouble.
Yeah, and it looks like that system will stay far enough west and will stay in our typical afternoon and evening variety of storms, Haley, but not as much coverage tomorrow as we saw today. It was a pretty good widespread rain event today, and you can see from the Lakewood Ranch webcam, this was right at 4 o'clock, and there were some big storms around, dumping some heavy amount of rainfall, over an inch reported right around the Lakewood Ranch area, and then skies kind of flattened out a little bit, and then a nice rainbow occurred as the sun was setting and some light rain. In fact, a lot of people sending in rainbow photos. Our own producer and director, Dave Levy, I just gave him a raise or a new title. Yeah, he's director, producer, whatever. Dave Levy does a lot of production. Dave Levy, appreciate that. That's from our ABC 7 studios. And John getting this one from Anna Maria, double rainbow. What does it mean? And here's another one, Mike Dennis from West Braden getting that shot. And Brian Lakin, he sent a photo in there. I got a quarter of that rainbow. Appreciate it there. Viewer photos, very nice. Appreciate those. Send them the pics, PIX at mysuncoast.com. Keep them coming over the weekend. You can see that rain winding down now. We have this high pressure ridge at the surface anyway off the Carolina coast that's providing us with this east to southeasterly wind flow. On top of that, an upper level low down to the south, and that's going to bring a little bit drier air in the mid levels of the atmosphere tomorrow afternoon. So I don't think we'll see as much coverage as we saw today, but showers and storms continue to weaken as they push off to the northwest right now. In fact, the latest radar sweep not showing any rainfall around, at least here in Sarasota County and Manatee County, but boy, that rain continues. Historic flooding possibly here in Louisiana in some of the parishes there. Some areas already getting 20 inches of rain. As I mentioned earlier, up to 10 to 20 more possible. Eventually the low gets picked up by a cold front, and that should weaken it and actually fill it up a bit, and that would cause that system to looks like be less intense there on Sunday. 77 degrees currently. Skies are clearing, and the dew point is at 72, so a pretty nice evening. Southeasterly winds at 6, and the high today slightly above average. 92 degrees, our average high at 90, the record 96, and that was set back in 1984. This morning's low was at 76 degrees. Updated number on this now, 1/100th of an inch, but it's now up to 6/100ths of an inch, so not as much rain near the coast and near Bayshore Gardens today, but a lot of rainfall inland areas. Near Arcadia, I mentioned that, and also just to the southwest of Wauchula, 3.5 inches of rainfall, just with a few storms that moved through earlier today. 76, comfortable in Orlando. It's now 83 in Miami, and temperatures around town, mid-70s in some inland areas, 75 now in Mayaca City. Cortez still at 80 degrees, couple degrees cooler than that. Inglewood, Venice Gardens now at 77 degrees. Tomorrow's forecast looks good for beachgoers. We'll have some sunshine followed by some increase in cloudiness in the afternoon. A slight chance for some showers around 3, a better chance for some scattered storms around 5 to 6 o'clock in the evening. But as I said, the coverage will not be that widespread. And that cold front you see right here, getting some rainfall in Texas where they need the rain, will eventually catch up to this area of low pressure and more than likely just open up as a surface trough, if you will. So overnight, mostly fair skies. We'll start off today with sunshine on Saturday with a few clouds and a few afternoon and evening thunderstorms. And then on Sunday, I think a little bit better coverage of storms, and some of those could be strong to severe. So we'll have to keep an eye on that late in the day on Sunday, as is the case with all these storms in the afternoon and evening. During the summer months, there's always that potential for some rough weather. Well, no rough weather to talk about in the Caribbean right now, just this upper level feature. No real threat of any kind of tropical weather over the weekend, or for that matter, for the next 5 days, things staying quiet. But after that, things start to change a bit out in the Atlantic. Warm right now in Washington, it's 86 degrees at this hour. 81 in Dallas. For boaters, looks good tomorrow. Seas will be 2 feet or less, in some cases a light chop, and the water temperature now at 87 degrees. Load up on the sunscreen. UV index a 9 will be in high scale there. Low tide upcoming at 2:44, high tide at 8:39, and sunrise right around 7. Showers ending tonight, almost over for most areas, 77 for a low. Tomorrow, a rain chance at 50% for inland areas, 40% near the coast, and looks like a high near 91 degrees. The extended forecast, as I alluded to, chances for rain running in through the next 7 days, fairly typical with high temperatures right around 90.